What's the emotional age that's running you when you react? When you react outwardly and when you say and do things that you immediately or sooner or later regret, or when you shut down and you say nothing and later you regret that. So, a question to ask yourself is, what's the emotional age of that part of me that's running my life in that moment? And often people will end up saying 6, sometimes 14 or 12, but more often 6 or 4. And it doesn't really matter what the age is exactly, but it is typically a younger part of you. And so I'll have them have a conversation with that part of them and look at what that part of them, if it was standing or sitting across from them and capable in that stressed emotional moment to speak to them. And I say, okay, look at that young version of you. What's the body language? What's the look on their face? If you could look into their eyes, what would you see? And often there's confusion or anxiety or sometimes sadness in the eyes. Even if there's anger or outrage or clenched fists in the body. So there's a disconnect there, and that's okay. And then I'll have them speak to that part of them and say, hey, what I notice most about you is that your fists are clenched and you look like you're ready to, either run or fight. And then I say, okay, great. Switch. And then you take the place of the young kid. And you say, of course I'm feeling like I want to fight because, and whatever's there, and what that feels like in my body. A time when I was young when I felt like that. And eventually we get to, and what I really needed from a trustworthy adult then was to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, to be safe, to be cared for. And then I switch back to the adult and I say, the commitment I'm going to make to you when I see your fists clenched or that tension in your chest is that I will see you, love you, give you a big hug, and take care of you.